I was broke, and now I'm running 3 businesses, and I'm taking you guys along that journey of how I did it and how I am currently doing it. Today's Sunday. It is day 28 out of our 30-day vlog challenge, so we're this close to completing our 30-day vlog challenge. If this is you guys' first time on the channel, we run 3 businesses around here. We have a company called Mic Cover that we started at the very beginning of this year. We make microphone covers for the Shure SM7B. So they are a rubber-like material like this, and they are designed to just customize, personalize, and style your podcasts, your video game channel, your streaming channel, whatever you're doing with a Shure SM7B. It's designed to help you customize it and personalize it without it being permanent or damaging in any type of way. We also run a company called the Fitness Parlor. It is a gym I started back in 2021. And then we also own some rental properties, and that includes doing, we do some flip houses along with that. And then we also own 14 billboards that I just kind of encompass with all my rental properties. So usually Sundays are my rest days. Take the day off, rest, relax, let my mind recover, let my body recover. And that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do most of that today. But before I get started on that, I need to get some chores done. I have laundry I need to get done. I have cleaning. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean my studio down here. Because if you guys don't know, this is what used to be my podcast studio, and I have now converted it into a studio / DIY warehouse for packing out these orders for mic cover. And we have some more out here, expands out here. I got all the mic covers out here that I store up. This room out here is a mess too. Like I said, it's a decommissioned podcast setup. And I had a podcast for like 2.5 years. And I just accumulated a lot of stuff because this is a massive table that I just had. I mean, it's an 8-foot long table. 8 foot by 4 foot probably. So I had accumulated a lot of stuff plus all the stuff around it, but it's getting kind of messy now. I think the first thing I need to do is figure out what I'm going to do with this table here, because that's what I'm dealing with the most. And I think I just need to take some stuff out of here. But I don't know where to go with it. And I had some stuff like this too. What do you guys do with stuff like this? So I have this giant roll of labels. I bought this roll of labels when I bought this label printer, and come to find out this roll right here will not work with it. So what do you do with stuff like that? Do you throw it away? It seems like such a waste to throw it away. I'm just gonna toss it out here. Sorry about the noise. I got my washer going too, but yeah, I can't throw it away, but also I need to free up the space on it. And I would like to myself, this is just personally, I would like to figure out a more efficient way to have all my supplies for packing out orders on the table, because we have these. Well, I have my printer that prints the labels. I have these mic cover thank you cards that we add in each order that we ship out. We got tape, we got scissors, and then we do tissue paper. And the tissue paper it coordinates with any color mic cover you buy. So if you buy a blue one, you get a blue tissue paper, red tissue paper, so on. But I always have to keep flipping them and restacking them, and I wish I had a really good way to organize it. But I think I'm going to put you guys down right here, because I use a little bit of my table here for my PC and my printer. I used to handwrite everybody thank you letters. We don't do that anymore, so I could just put these in a drawer. Get rid of these. These right here I use for, we do sell t-shirts, mic cover t-shirts, and we've given some away as promos. And then we also, let me bring you guys back a little bit. So we've given t-shirts out in the past. We don't do it a lot, but I also use these because I have to ship some to DHL, which we don't have a local DHL. So I keep those around in case I need to ship them there. Which you guys, if you guys will follow along with that, I'm not going to explain it today, but we have like a system where we have to ship it to one carrier, and then that carrier ships it to Mexico. Is the only place I really ever have problems with. Alright, where am I going with this stuff though? Paper can go down here next to the printer. See, here's more. Oh no, this is paper for this actually. I'm gonna keep this back behind here. I had to clean some stuff and move some stuff at one time because we were doing lives. When mic cover first came out, we were actually doing lives on TikTok trying to promote the product. Oh, and we were rebuilding my PC at one point too, so. And actually, it's kind of funny that I just brought up the TikTok live thing. This table right here was for the TikTok live. I bought this table in particular, and it's height adjusting, everything like that. I bought it just for TikTok lives because I want to try it and I want to have like a nice backdrop. Like that's why I had the black backdrop there. We would put shirts, we would hang shirts up, and we would have like racks. We put these racks with all our mic covers on them, and so people could see them and they'd be on display, and we would build different color designs and do all kinds of stuff. But now it's like I don't need that. So what do I do with it? I could free up all that space over there. Do I just tuck it along that other table there? Do I make it? I mean, I would have 3 tables slammed up on each other. But it's also like, yeah, I just don't need it. Like I have all these lights. These lights were all for mic cover, for my TikTok lives. See, this I want it like clean and organized. I don't want to just shove it all in a drawer. I want it to be useful too. We got a ton of SM7Bs, just all kinds of stuff. I mean, for my podcast, I had mixers and cameras, and I had like 4 or 5 cameras, and I had a camera mixing board. I had so much stuff. We really just invested in so much to try to make things as good as possible, and it's still just, it's a grind, man. It's so tough to make stuff happen. Okay, I'm going to test out what it might look like over here by the TV. So we're going to give this a try. I think my controller deal here can go on either side. Honestly, I would love a whole new studio. I would love to start from ground zero because when I first started, I did not intend any of this to happen. Like when all this came about, I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory right here. This whole thing came about. The mic cover exists because I bought a gym. And I'll explain. When I was in a body shop, I always wanted to do my own thing, and I always loved listening to podcasts. And I had so much life experience and stories and all these different things I've done in life. And I was like, man, I want to start my own business, and I want to start my own podcast. Those are 2 things I wanted to do when I was working in a body shop. But I didn't have the time. And I really like business, and I wanted to talk about business and learn more about business and meet more business people. But I'm like, how can I have a podcast about business unless I actually own my own business? So then fast forward, I buy the gym, and 6 months later, got the gym up and going, got it where I'm happy with it. And I'm like, all right, if I'm going to start this podcast, I just need to do it now, because that's the kind of person I am. If I want to do something, I just jump in and I figure it out as I go, and I'll learn the rest later. So 6 months in, hire someone at the gym. That way I have a little bit more free time. And I buy this table right here. It was the first thing I bought, but it wasn't this table up on top. It was a little bitty table that I bought used for like $100 or $50. And it was just this smaller table underneath. And this bigger portion of it came later on when I wanted to add more stuff to the setup. But yeah, so fast forwarding, started the podcast, bringing people on, and it's an in-person podcast. It's not an online podcast. And the whole time I'm sitting there, and this is what it looks like. You got the microphone in your face, and you're talking, chit-chatting, and I'm like, you know what would be awesome is if I could have like a blue cover that slid on the microphone, and I could put Ryan Wilson Podcast on. Just slap it right there, because when I'm posting the podcast and when I'm posting clips, that microphone is right there in the camera the entire time. Like, you're watching my face in the camera the whole time. And so then I'm like, I would love that, but no one made it. So I'm like, if this isn't on the market, I'm going to make it. Because I had thought about it, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And so I looked for it, didn't exist, waited 6 months, still couldn't find nothing. A year later, I'm like, I'm pulling the trigger on it. And you know what? It was one of the first things I never like jumped right into, just head first, because it was so expensive. Like, I tried to get it started, and there was so much money involved and so many moving parts and different people that I needed to make it come to fruition, that it took me a while to like muster up the courage to be like, yeah, sure, I'll drop $30,000 on a product that I don't know if it'll ever sell. So yeah, it was a little scary, but so basically it started out as a dream from listening to other podcasts. And then I started my own gym, and that gave me the confidence to start my own podcast. And when I started my own podcast, I really want this product. It didn't exist. So I was like, I should do that. I always want to start my own product-based business, my own e-commerce-based business. And this was my own original idea. And, I was like, let's go for it. It's not solving world hunger. It's not, it's not a crazy new invention that is like super high tech or nothing like that, but it is my invention, and I love it. And we've sold a bunch of them. We have them all over the United States. We have them in Germany, and we have them in Africa and Mexico and Canada and Europe, all over Europe. And I'm proud of that. I love that other people love these products. Like I've had people reach out to me and tell me how much it makes their setup look better, and that makes me proud. And so it's all been a cumulative just stepping stone of just, I've done one thing, and then it's led me to another thing, and led me to another thing, and you never know where it's going to lead me. And somehow, in some way, it led me to vlogging too, which I've really been loving. But we need to figure out how we're going to rearrange this stuff in here. I think I need to slide this table down. I went off on a little tangent there, but I wanted to give you guys a little backstory on how all this stuff comes about. But I need more room on my table here, so I think I'm going to take my racks over here. I think I'm going to set up the racks in the center of the table here. I think I need to slide this. Or why is this table not? Okay, it's hitting on the... Okay, so that's as far back as that can go. We just have so much stuff anymore. A lot of it useful, but a lot of it, I'm not using it every day. Okay, how do I organize this? Do I do covers on one side and pop filters on the other? I probably don't even put pop filters up there. We've done so much with these covers already, it's insane. So many ads, lives, TikTok lives, promotions. Like we've sent so many out as promotions, and we got so many people just rocking them and repping them, and it's been quite the journey already. And I think the journey is literally had just begun. Like I don't even think I realized like where we're going with it. One of my big goals, something I really want to do, is I want to take these covers to a convention. I want to take them to a convention where if you guys watch the podcast or you guys follow along with my cover, I want people to be able to come and meet us in person and see the covers for themselves and just get the product out there to the world. So I'd like to go to the convention, and there's one called Podcast Movement, and they're going to be in Dallas, Texas. Let's see, in September sometime. And I would like to go to it, but the problem is it's $2,500 for, I don't know if it's for the day or the whole entire convention, but it's $2,500. And in order for us to make $2,500, we have to sell 100, right? Yeah, we have to sell 100 mic covers, which we have, but we don't sell them in a day. You know, that we're not selling that many that fast. Maybe the convention will help. I don't know. But it's just hard to spend that money when we're so early on. But that's a big goal of mine, is to be able to get to conventions. I want to go to conventions and rock our product and show other people. And I think it could be really useful for the company. And I don't know, I think it's more a 3 to 5 year plan, like when we're in and a little more established and have some more cash flow coming in. Right now, yeah, it's just early on. We've had a lot of money invested already, and it'd be nice to be able to sell some of the covers, recuperate some of that money. That way we could reinvest. Because personally, I honestly, this might sound crazy to you guys, but I personally don't need a single dollar that mic cover generates. I need mic cover to be self-sustaining to the point where it can make enough money to reinvest in itself. Like, it needs to be able to obviously restock all of its inventory, but it would be nice if it could buy its own facility and it could pay for all its own employees and run the way a business is supposed to run. I personally really don't need any of the, I'm not like banking on the income to pay my house payment. So that's a big plus for, I got all these freaking stickers. That's a big plus for the company, because, you know, I'm not dependent on it, so I'm not sucking all the money out of this one company. It'd be nice to have a little extra income. I'd like to buy something. I've always I got some big dreams of some like cars, because I'm still a hot rod guy, so I would still like to buy some cars one day down the line, but that's like 20, 30 year dream. Like, that's not something I'm dreaming up right now. Now I'm kind of just walking and talking right now. I am liking this already. It's already like, it feels so much, I don't know, easier to breathe in here. I gotta get some cable management figured out too for my PC. That got out of hand. It's crazy how just things get out of hand sometimes. Okay, so far we moved this table right here. We cleared off some of that table over there, and now we're consolidating it all right here, just stacking it up, making it look nicer. I have a bunch of just cables, and I had headphones for everybody that came on the podcast, all kinds of stuff. What do you guys do with that kind of stuff? That's hard to organize. And I have all these stands, microphone stands, and tripods, and I have an old blue curtain like this that we used to have hung up that we took down. Chairs, I can move the chairs out. Just a lot of junk. So I'm gonna move some stuff around really quick. I'm not gonna drag you guys through the rest of the process, but I will give you guys a final update, and hopefully it looks a little bit better. After about an hour of cleaning, I decided to throw all, like those labels, I decided to throw them labels out. There's so many, I had like old boxes that were here that were, for some reason, just sitting around. A bunch of, I threw away like prototypes, like my old, like 3D printed prototypes that were using just to fit, to see like if the fitment was good, if it held, everything like that. I threw all that out, just tossed a ton of stuff, and this is the result. This is kind of what I came up with that I like so far. So, podcast table that got converted into my shipping and receiving table. I took a bunch of these old boxes, mic cover boxes, like this one. I don't know why this one I didn't end up using, but like some of these, like this one I had to put a label on. It was probably the lids that I had, but what I did was I cut the tops off of all of them, and then I put the different stickers in each one to keep organized, and I used one for my scissors and pens, stuff like that. I had actually a couple mic covers that I had wrapped up that I think maybe I accidentally packed up the wrong color or something. I don't know why, but they're already rolled up, ready to go, just in a box. I don't know what to do with these yet. It'd be nice if I had something on the wall where I could just grab the paper and pull it down, but I don't have that yet. Got rid of some clutter over there. I fixed a ton of wires here. This here is the speakers. I don't know what to do with speakers, but I gotta have some speakers on there. But move that, cleaned out everything from underneath there, and just, yeah, got this nice and organized over here. And then even out here, I cleaned up like my whole rack. I had all kinds of stuff on my rack, all unorganized. I cut the sides off of this here. That way these are, because I was like having to like reach up in here and grab them. So just opened it up, moved all the shipping boxes and shipping type things right there. And just clean it up. This piece right here, we actually bought because we were going to print on, like this piece slides out. We could put it on there, it was supposed to roll and we were supposed to be able to print on it. Problem is that it just didn't work out. You know, it just wasn't, it didn't work out the way we wanted it to, and you know, it wasn't something that I was really pushing for, because yeah, it'd be nice to be able to print logos on the mic covers myself, to be able to have it, but that's just a whole nother feature we got to add. And yes, you can do it on Amazon, yes, you can do it on your website, but it's a whole nother animal to defeat. And actually, I bought that machine, and it was a Chinese made machine that I bought pre-owned. It came with no instructions. I printed instructions offline. They were extremely hard to understand. There was no good customer service. You had to use the thing every single day or the ink would dry up in all the lines and stuff. So all the ink's probably dried up by now. I'm sure that's like I'm sure I had to buy new hoses for all of it. But that thing was just a mess, and honestly just not the path that I want to go down for mic cover. But yeah, we got this whole place cleaned up, got rid of, I had monitors, you guys seen it. I had the monitors, I had the boards, like the audio boards, mixer, all that stuff. I took it all out, folded, like organized it all, put it in some boxes, and I put it in storage because I wasn't using it. If I need it, I'll pull it back out. But this just, I feel like gives me a clear head, it gives me more energy, and just, I like a clean, open space that I can work in. This is what I like here. Definitely going to be just much nicer to be working in. That's what we were doing today. It's going to be a short vlog today. I understand that it's not our usual grinding rental property, gym, and mic cover, but we did get something done. I'm happy we got it accomplished, and I'm going to take the rest of the day to myself to enjoy it with the fiance, watch TV, relax, eat a good meal, maybe even take a nap. Thank you guys so much for watching the vlog today. I really appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Last time I checked, we were at 99 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. Whether you do or not, have an amazing day today. Make the best of it if you can. Rest if you need to rest. Get something done if you need to get something done. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.